All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy, the Doordash Revolution. We are currently at 28 degrees here in the OB area, and we did get the first phase of winter weather. Most of our trees have ice on it, power lines have ice on it, but the roads and street conditions on the highways and all of that looks good enough to drive on. Now, going out into the country areas, it might be a little bit more difficult to drive out there. I did a video recording on trees and tree branches falling as we was doing our delivery. I may post that. I may launch that. I already have it uploaded, but I may launch it. I got several other videos that I want to launch as well, but I might not have that opportunity. Now, this is what we want to talk about. A topic for discussion that I've been putting off for several months. And I regret that I have to do it now. But before we jump into that, I'd like to give an announcement. Shout out to our subscribers. And if I don't read all of your names on here, it's because I don't have it. But I know that it was more subscribers that subscribed in the month of January than the ones whose names that are calling today. I'm going to my email page to where when you go on social media, I'm going to be reading off of here. I'm going to give a shout out for Jacory Pegram. He subscribed on January the 3rd. I also want to give a shout out for B. Candy Olson, who was subscribed on January the 8th. Mort MC Fly subscribed on January the 9th. Miss Patty Gar subscribed on January the 9th. I'm still going up. I'm reading from the bottom, going up to the top of the list, and I'm still scrolling as we speak. Wow, I didn't know I had to go that far. But yeah, it's a lot of comments and stuff that I have in here, and I thank everybody for their comments. I thank everybody for their support. I thank all of you that subscribe to the channel. Gig Labisky, subscribe to the channel. I thank you. And also Waterfront Dining, subscribe to the channel January the 27th. Michelle, we thank you for subscribing on January the 29th. Delivering with Ellen subscribed on February the 1st, and so did Gig Labisky. And Jemiah subscribed today. And we thank all of you for subscribing as we give the shout out. Now, let's dive into today's topic. I had this book of a great Christian man, and he's a founder of a well-established restaurant franchise of today. I don't know how many of you know him, but Truett, Cathy was the founder and CEO of Chick-fil-A. Here's the book is right here, ladies and gentlemen. This book right there. He went from selling cars to getting with his brother Ben, and they put their savings together, and they opened up a single restaurant called the Dwarf Grill, and it was later called Dwarf House in 1946 in the suburban area in Atlanta. And then he started, experimenting with recipes and everything to get a better tasting chicken. And then by 1963, he had perfected the combination of the seasonings and all of that. And 4 years later, opened a fast food restaurant in Atlanta at the Greenbrier Mall, and it was called Chick-fil-A. That single restaurant became the cornerstone of nearly 400-unit restaurant chain of today. At the time that this book was written, it was written in 1989. And I'm quite sure that chain is much more larger than that. Now, what I want to talk about today is going to be a very disturbing topic, very disturbing experience that's going on over there at Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A here in OB had once blacklisted a lot of dashers. Some may deserve to get blacklisted, others may not have deserved to get blacklisted. And one of my subscribers, we talked about it. He said, man, we ought to get together, man, and we ought to do something about this here, man. We ought to get all the dashers together, man, and everything, and do something about this here. That was before they got their own delivery drivers, which they do have now, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I was like, nah, man, I don't want to be in part of something like that, man. You know, that look like it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I don't want to operate that way. And that may be the reason why he don't speak to me too much today. And it may be the reason why he unsubscribed as well. But we wear big boy britches, so britches pants, so to speak. And we can understand that everybody have their difference of opinions and perspective. I told him about this owner here, and he was like, man, he shouldn't have let that happen. He shouldn't have let this happen. But we don't know unless we wear those pair of shoes, and then we have that type of experience of that person before we say yay or nay. But I'm getting ready to try to hurry up this topic of discussion as much as possible. But yes, let's talk about it. Other drivers had problems in different markets and everything with the employees and managers at Chick-fil-A. I don't know if it's some type of animosity. It looked like they just got it out for dashers. I don't know, because there have been dashers coming in there with attitudes, or they know how much dashers are making. Now, at this establishment over here, you have dashers that work there, per se, and everything. And I don't know, man. You know, people are haters, man, in this world that we live in, and there's going to be haters in our world. So the experience that I had was that I multi-app, and I was told months ago that I cannot multi-app in that restaurant. I can't pick up 2 orders from 2 different platforms because that's their corporate policy. But I have went to different Chick-fil-A establishments around the Mid-South area, and I multi-app, and they was like, it's all good, you can go ahead. I said, is it against the company policy? I had a manager told me no, from other franchise, man. So I don't know. I done had other delivery drivers said, man, they got it out for you. You know, you went in there and you was told that. I witnessed they told you that, but then somebody else came in there, they let them do that. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about at the point to where I'm about to blacklist myself from that restaurant. There's certain shifts I won't go over there because they will purposely make me wait on my food. They looking at me. I'm the face of your client, and I'm the face of my client. And I'm also the face of Doordash client, which is the customer. Now, I went to another restaurant. I'm going to call this name. I'm going to call that name too. Chili's right there. And there was 5 people there in front of me and everything. And the lady saw me. You know, I'm going to always have Doordash or Grubhub or Pearl on. because I look at it as a business, and I look at it as, branding their business, and I also got t-shirts and stuff of my own business that I'm gonna start branding, and everything. So we got to talking. Somebody said, man, you the guy that do YouTube channels, you the Doordash revolution. And all of a sudden, man, her whole facial appearance changed, attitude changed, behavior changed. She immediately interrupted the conversation that me and this man had, I guess just to get me to stop talking. But the man was asking me questions. Then she took care of all of them. And then 3 more people came in behind me. I was standing there. I said, ma'am, how you doing today and everything? And she didn't speak to me. I said, I do have a Doordash delivery here. Oh, you're going to have to wait like everybody else. I said, let me tell you something right now, miss. And I got a message for all the restaurant employees. They think that they hurting dashers and delivery drivers by putting the order to the side. I'm getting ready to tell you something right now. I don't have to wait for nobody to order. You see, I can unassign and let another driver come and they can get the order. But just like I told her, I'm telling the rest of the restaurant employees that had that same type of mindset. That's your client. That's my client. I'm just the face of my client, which is your client. And they paying for a service that allows you to get a paycheck. Because without your customers, you wouldn't be able to get a paycheck, lady. You understand me? So, that food sitting right there on that rack has been sitting there for 5 minutes. You knew I was a dasher. You knew that was a DoorDash order right there. Not once did you acknowledge and say, why are you in the restaurant, sir, if you're not finna make an order? You could at least came like that. I'd have been all right about it. But you didn't do that. You got nasty with me. So, I finally get the order and everything. I said, I'm going to let you know right now. I can unassign an order just like this. I don't have to wait. Young lady, I don't have to wait unless I want to. But it's my customer that I'm representing. Paying customer just like this one just came in and paid. And I do have customers that are subscribers on this channel. And a lot of times y'all waiting on your orders because of the animosity that some of these restaurant employees have towards the delivery drivers. Then there's other things that cause it too. Oversaturation of avalanches of orders coming in all at once. That make things take longer as well. But this is a big issue when you got people that's in there I'm just trying to earn a paycheck. Okay, since you're trying to earn a paycheck, your customers pay your paycheck. Without the customer, you wouldn't have a paycheck. And if I had a mic, I would just drop it just like that. Now, I said it, and it's done. Now, there's 5 good employees and 2 good managers over there at that establishment there that understands we're going to get this guy out of here. We don't have nothing against him. We don't have nothing against the delivery driver. We're going to get him out of there, in and out. But there's others get around, walk in behind me, trying to look at my cell phone. My cell phone is none of your business. You don't pay my cell phone bill. So this guy today came and he had done it 5 times before. I didn't say anything. He came and he tried to look at my phone. I let him see the channel. He looking. I turn around. I flip to my Grubhub to see was I have any orders from Grubhub from somewhere else. Then I flip to the DoorDash. He looking. And then he walked away and came right back. Then I was talking to another customer about the situation. He said, I noticed that. I seen what he just did. So he props himself up right there like I'm an I spy. So I turned around and said, excuse me, sir. You are an employee of this establishment, right? Yes, sir. Okay. You see the time, right? You see the pickup time. There's a problem here. I've been here 15 minutes. That pickup time, I supposed to have that food by that pickup time. If you don't mind, would you go around and see what's going on with this order? Came back again. The other customer got to asking him questions. And since he felt like he was getting put to work, he left us alone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's ways to benefit from this channel. And if you are viewers that haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and you can see future and other episodes so you can see what's going on behind the scenes as delivery drivers. Those that's new to the game, new to the business, this is valuable information and content for you. Give us a thumb up for more content. Leave comments down below. And if them comments are good comments to where we can address them, we can turn those comments into relevant topics on this channel. And share the content for others, to reach others, so they can be able to make better decisions for better opportunities on how to make their money. I wasn't intending for this to be as long as it is, but now I'm finna let it go because the time is ticking. Peace, and I'll see you in the next episode.